We witnessed, and some of us even participated in the Black Lives Matter protests across the world. We felt the impact of American politics unfold around the world and creep into our lives. We witnessed the devastation of COVID-19 ripping through our communities, killing the elderly and the vulnerable, closing down our businesses and keeping us away from our loved ones. 2020 was a wild ride, and much of 2021 hasn't been easy either. As we begin, I like to do a little room check, okay? I wanna know where everybody's at today. So don't think too hard about this. First word that comes to your mind, how do you feel in this moment right now? Let me know in the chat box. Words of affirmation are my love language, so I will only know that you are interested in being here if you let me know in the chat box. Okay, I'm getting empowered, calm, grateful, appreciative. These are great words. And this is actually a really great space to go into because today we are really exploring how we can use meditation to calm our minds, to calm our bodies, and to imagine. So I'm very excited that this is the place that we are in today. Next slide, please. Our intention today is to shower you with love. So I just want to know if I have everybody's consent for myself and Vonette to create a loving environment for you. If you are down for this ride today, type yes in the chat box for me. Let me know by saying yes. Okay, we got a yes, please, a yes, exclamation mark. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Okay, perfect. So we're going to explore setting intentions, right? Now, how many of you are familiar with the term setting an intention? Is that something that you all like do in your regular practice? For me, setting an intention is knowing what my bigger goal is. So even in my like smaller tasks, I'm like, okay, what's the end game here? Because that helps me to determine, should I stay on this path? Should I try another path? How do I align my mind with where I want to go? And one of the ways that we do that at Restore is through our 4 pillars, which is hope, health, community, and joy. And we're going to show you through meditation how you can cultivate that joy on a regular basis. Okay, do we have any meditators in the room? Let me know if we got any meditators. If you do it, say yes. If you don't really do it, say not yet, because I think we're going to convert you today. Okay, so we got some occasionallys, not yet. Okay, perfect. Sometimes, not yet. Okay, so meditation for me is like when I have to, I kind of call them business meetings with myself, right? If you had a meeting that you had to appear at for your job with your boss, an opportunity, maybe you don't have a boss, maybe you are the boss, you wouldn't miss those meetings. When those meetings are scheduled, despite what's going on in your life, you show up for those meetings or you say, I can't make it. You never just bail out on your meetings. That's what meditation, or that's the category I've put meditation in for me. It's my business meeting with my mind, with myself. It's how I review my intentions, set my intentions for the future, go over my own analytics of how did today go? How would I like tomorrow to go? Those sort of things. So that's why meditation is a really important practice to me. And the first thing we do is set our intentions, just like an agenda, for your meeting. And we achieve that through our pillars: hope, health, community, and joy. So I want to set some intentions with you all today. Would you like to set some intentions with me as we prepare for the meditation? Just let me know if you guys are down for that. Okay, yes, yes, down. Okay, you have to answer me or I don't. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so let's start with hope. Hope is the game changer. Okay? Hope is the game changer. What is the game? The game is the ultimate goal. It's the big picture. Hope is the bridge over doubt. Having hope fills us with the energy that can be cultivated towards our goals. Hope is a companion to courage and progress. At Restore, we teach our minds to choose hope through challenging ourselves despite our limiting beliefs, hence strengthening our outcomes for a happier life. Okay, so with that framework in mind, next slide, please. Would you consider yourself a hopeful person? And you can tell me, you can write it down somewhere, but would you consider yourself a hopeful person? Okay, we're getting some yes, yes, yes. Okay, this work requires hope. Exactly. Hope is the fuel. Okay, so who or what makes you hopeful? Like right away, what comes to who do you think of that just lights you up? We got the Jody exclamation mark. Yes, yes, people like Jody do make us feel hopeful. My daughter. Now, it's really important. Like hope is a tricky one, right? Because we have to use measurements in our hope, right? Some situations are far more hopeful than other situations are. But the idea around hope and knowing who and what activates our hope helps us to align better with those people and things, right? Sometimes if the situation feels hopeless, maybe it's time to move to a situation that feels a little bit more hopeful. And nothing's wrong with that. Where would you like to feel more hopeful in your life? Is it at work? Is it with your community? Is it in relationships? Where can you activate more hopefulness in your life? Okay, that's a good one for us to hold on to as we work into our meditation. Let's go to our next slide, please. Health. Health is the real bag. What's the bag? The bag is what everybody wants. It's what we're striving towards, right? It's what we consider the great success. It's your quality of life. There's only two things that carry us throughout our entire lives, and I'm going to amend that to three. There are only three things that move with us throughout our entire lives. It's our minds, it's our bodies, and it's our spirits. That's it. Nothing else gets to come with you. As much as we love our family, as much as we love our homes, our friends, our pets, they are all there for a short amount or a specific amount of time in our lives. What goes with you from the beginning to end is your mind, your body, and your spirit. So that says to us that has to be a priority in what you take care of. It's the only thing that gets to come. So if your job doesn't get to come, or your home, or your project, or that car doesn't get to come, why is that getting a bigger chunk of your attention? Why is it getting more of your care than your hope, your mind, your body, and your spirit? At Restore, we know that our health is paramount to our quality of our lives. At Restore, we know that the health of these are paramount to the overall quality of our lives. So we make it a priority to care for them. Next slide, please. Okay, so what are two intentional things you would like to do to care for your mind and your body? And I'd love to hear it in the chat. Just 2 intentional things that you would like to do that maybe you're not doing yet. Learn to be still, engage in silent moments more, go outside, breathe more. Okay, we're gonna help you with the breathe more today. Okay, and you don't have to tell me this, knowledge and positives, yes. Okay, acknowledge the positives. Beautiful. Now, list 2 things that might be getting in the way of that. And you can share that if you want to, but maybe this is a personal question. What sort of things are getting in the way of you taking care of your mind, your body, your health? My own mind sometimes. I would say sometimes my priorities. Okay, let's move to our next slide. The inner judges, wanting to complete more tasks. I feel that one in my bones. Next slide, please. Okay, community. I love this one because really you can do a lot of things by yourself. You can do a lot of things by yourself and probably pretty well. But when you combine your forces with others, that's when things can really take off, right? We're all good at some things, but not always experts in everything. So if you can really stay in the place where you can be an expert in what you do and align with the right people, that's when we really see magic happening. And that's when we see burnout reducing. So the community is our tribe. I believe that community is the way forward. If you think community is the way forward, type community in the chat and let me know that you agree with me. We believe that we have the resources in our community to solve our problems. Okay, I'm saying community. Perfect. We believe in creating spaces that give us opportunity to explore our identities and our ideas in the practice of our well-being. So I'm going to break that down a little bit. I really believe that, like, I believe this so much that I have to go back and do it again, because even in this room, there are so many qualified professionals. We have artists, we have musicians, we have doctors, we have lawyers, we have architects. There's nothing that's missing in our community to build a beautiful world. I think sometimes we, especially as Black people, we are kind of taught this idea that there's limits to what we can accomplish. And that when you get to that wall, you have to ask for permission to go to the next thing. So many of us stall in what we are able to accomplish because there's this idea that there's this door in front of us that we have to or we can't get through. Now, there is a door. I'm not going to lie. But when you link arms with your community, the spaces where you can't fill in, other people can fill in for you. And sometimes you don't even have to go through that door. You can turn within into your own community and build your own spaces. And that's really what we've done here at Restore. I went out and I found other Black women whose values aligned with mine. We identified a problem that Black women were not having access to wellness in the same way. And then we turned our resources inwards to solve that problem. Now, this is a very small, concept in a bigger picture, but I want you to think about that. Who within your community? Is it you? Is it the person beside you? Who are the people that are around us that can help us solve some of our problems? Next slide, please. Okay, so just right off the top of the bat, what's the role that you play in your community? Are you a healer? Are you a listener? Are you an artist? Are you a creative? Like, what do you bring to your community? Are you good at math? Are you good at writing? What do you bring to your community? I want to see them in the chat. I want to know who's in here. Who do I need to call? Are you a healer? What role do you play in your community? Okay, we got a listener. I have a creative. We got project management, problem solving, creating spaces, listening. We have more listeners. Okay. How do you think you can use that in the communities that you are already involved in to help? That's a question I want you to take into your meditation with you. Next slide, please. Okay, this is the last one and the one I am most excited about, joy. Joy is your choice. I used to think that joy was something that I had to wait on, that somebody or something would just happen or arrive and then I would get the joy. But from that perspective, I don't have any control over joy. It's like I gotta wait for it to show up, right? So we know now that joy is our choice because we all want it and we all deserve it. Joy isn't something that you have to wait on to arrive. Joy is an option that is always on the table. And that might sound like basic or silly, but if you didn't consider joy being an option, you wouldn't necessarily choose it, right? The same way we can be sad, we can be happy, we can be hopeful. Joy is an option too. And at Restore, we don't wait for joyful moments. We create them. And that's what I'm hoping that we're going to create next. Next slide, please. This is the wonderful, the magical Vonette Ford. Vonette Ford is going to be taking us through a meditation today. We're just going to do some fundamentals, some basic 101s, because we really want to, as we close the series off, we really want to leave you with a gift, something that you can come back to over and over again that will reinforce your wellness. So I'm going to hand you all over right now, and I'll be back at the end.
Thank you for the wonderful introduction, Allie. Hello, everyone. How's your day going? I hope you're doing well. I'm excited to be here. Again, my name is Vonette Ford. I'm a Kemetic yoga instructor. And what that means and how that differs is I teach Kemetic yoga, and that's the different postures you find on the hieroglyphs in the temples in Egypt. So we'll talk about meditation today, and then we'll get into a bit of meditation. So know thyself. That's the Kemetic proverb. And that really means like knowing yourself, going inward. So we have different society norms and how they condition us in a certain place or view us in a certain site or certain way. And this really means going inward to find self. So releasing ego and going into spirit. So I'm very excited about today. With yoga and with meditation, it's really important to have and focus on the breath. So we'll be learning about the 4-rule breath of breathing, so how that's being done. And we're also going to learn how to really sit in being. And for me, it's kind of hard to describe being if you haven't been there. A recommendation for that would be to read Eckhart Tolle's book. It's called The Power of Now. I'm not sure if you read it. If anyone hasn't read this book, it's really good. It really talks about the subconscious and unconscious mind and really allows you to get and understand being. So we'll talk about that a bit more. So there's joy in being still and in alignment with the Creator. I find that's like a mantra of mine because I use this as a way to make me understand that I can always connect to self and go inward. So if we can change it to the next slide. Thank you. So meditation, according to ancient Egyptians, was a state of getting to bliss, or what we call amenta. So I think it's called nirvana too, and other other ways. You could think of it as nirvana or bliss, but that state is a state where we connect with spirit. So we release ego and we really look inward and connect with self. And by doing that, you are in a state of bliss. So a state of being, that's what I'm talking about. And being, I can only share because I go there many times. I've been doing meditation for a long time. And being is where there's joy, and that's where hope is. That's where the light shines. And that space of being is something you can take with you anywhere. So you can connect in that blissful state just by closing your eyes and releasing ego and thinking about light and positivity. And that will bring you into that higher frequency. Um, to get there, there's two prerequisites, and that would be relaxation and concentration. So that's what meditation really does. It allows you to concentrate and to really relax, to be or to get to that state of being. Could we go to the next slide, please? Thank you. So how do we meditate? There's different steps. There'll be 5 different steps we'll go through. We'll break that down and then we'll go into a meditation. So number 1, you assume a comfortable position. So for me, I like to sit either with my legs crossed, and we call this lotus. My palms would be on my knees and palms facing up. So that's receiving mudras, to receive, right? So this is one way. Roll the shoulders back and your spine is out upright. Another way would be to sit on your behind and have your legs out in front of you. And again, upward spine. It depends on what you like. And then for the ancient Egyptians, so this is another posture that they did. They would sit back on their heels. So their toes would connect to the mat and the ball of their feet will connect to the mat, and they would sit back like this. So this is really a reflexology posture. So by sitting here, different points of your toes and the bottom of your feet are connected to different organs within your body. So by sitting like this, you are actually stimulating energy into those different organs. So that's something, this is why kinetic yoga is so fascinating, because this is like, it's there for us. It's like instructions for us to follow to reach enlightenment. So this is one of the postures. It's called the Shesh pose. And in saying this same posture here is how the scribes who wrote the different words called Metronetra, or the different postures of yoga on the walls. This is how they received their insight. So enlightenment in this posture. So I thought I'll share that, a little tip. Okay, so back to find a comfortable position. That's what number 1 is. Number 2 is focus on controlled deep breathing. So this is where we're going to get into the 4 rule of breathing. So before I get into that, controlled deep breathing stimulates the production of endorphins in our brains. And that's a release of a brain chemical that tells our nervous system to be calm, to relax, and allows our mind to focus and helps our mind and body heal and balance. So it allows for that mind and body spirit connection, right? So that's what meditation really does. So in terms of the 4 rule of breathing, how that works, this is what we're going to focus on. And this is a tool that you can use anywhere. So we all know breath is important. It's the foundation of life. We know that, like, if let's say if there's mothers on this call who've had a baby or have a friend had a baby and been in that room, we know that once you're in labor, they tell you to what? Smell the roses, deep inhale, exhale, blow out the candle. With your breath that you take in, there's life force energy connected to that breath. So it's very important if when you're in a stressful situation or you just need to connect to self, breath will help you get there. So a deep inhale would look like this. You inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, then you would pause, and then you release for 4, 3, 2, 1. pause, and then you recycle again. So you do that again. And that's the 4 rule of breathing. By breathing this way, and this is the Kemetic rule of breathing, by breathing this way, it allows the air to travel up your different chakras. So chakra systems are different energy, I would say energy centers within your body, and they help with different things. So let's talk about, for example, we'll do the heart chakra. The heart chakra really emanates self-love. It helps you release blockages of past, like hurts and things like that. So with the breathing this way, just allows a clear channel throughout your different chakra systems, right? Like chakra systems is a whole nother topic. We'll get into that another day, okay? So that's the 4 rule of breathing. Can we go to the next slide, please? Okay. There we are, 3. Thank you. So as you're breathing, what you'll do is feel the tension release from your body with each breath you take. Each time you exhale, you experience your body become lighter, like you're sinking into the earth. So this is when you're meditating, it's great to do it maybe on your bed or laying down on the ground to connect your body to the earth. So I know we're in a seated position. That's why I only spoke about the seated ones, but I feel a real or better connection when I'm flat on my back doing meditation. We call that the mummy pose in Kemetic yoga, but that's how I feel. I was going to share that with you. So number 4, keep your mind focused exclusively on the breath. So sometimes when you're trying to meditate, like all the thoughts come racing. Your eyes are going switching. So just try to focus on the breath. So inhale, exhale. Let your mind run on the breath. That way you will kind of eliminate all those thoughts popping in, right? Because they're going to pop in, you let them come in, you acknowledge it, and then you release it, let it go. Focusing on the breath allows you to stay focused and brings clarity. Okay, so that's pretty much what I said in step 4. So let's go to step 5. Sometimes I read what's on there, sometimes I just go and say what I'm saying. Okay, so step number 5. So as you breathe in and out, use your mind to imagine the energy being drawn up from your lower abdomen. This is what we call the sacral chakra, and run through the chakra system. So through the sacral, through the solar plexus, to the heart chakra, to the throat chakra, through to the third eye, and then to your crown. So you envision the breath in and out, flowing through with the 4 rule of breathing. Okay, so how are you guys feeling about that? You can just leave it in notes because we're going to start. Are you guys feeling comfortable? Feeling good? Thank you, Allie. Thank you, girl. Okay, good, Rose. Good. That's awesome. Okay, so just before we start, I just want to do a little bit of sound healing, and then you can cue the music, and then we'll get into comfortable seated position. So you can close your eyes here. Feel the vibration. Thank you. Okay, so everyone find your way into a comfortable seated position. You can close your eyes. Sitting upright, straight spine. You can have your palms at heart center, rotated with shoulders back, or have them resting at your knees in an open, receiving posture. And we're going to focus on our breath. Deep inhale. Pause. Exhale fully. 5 cycles of breath here. Try to settle your eyes. If your eyes are moving back and forth, try to just have them staring in one position so they aren't moving. Allow the thoughts to come in. Allow them to go out. Focus on the breath, life force energy. As we move into our practice of meditation, I like to set an intention for each and every one of you. May your heart be light. May your mind be free. May your body be able. And may your spirit be true. Deep inhale. Exhale fully. We'll now do a visioning exercise as we do our meditation. So I'd like you to envision sunlight, warm and strong and bright on your face. You feel the heat. You feel the radiant sun's energy. Take that feeling, that heat, and bring it down to your root chakra. Your root chakra is at the base of your spine. Deep inhale. Exhale fully. Feel the light energy radiating here. On the next inhale, we move that light energy, that bright, warm sun energy glowing up to our sacral chakra. That's a space right beneath our right beneath our belly button. So in our womb area. The light is shining bright, illuminating, filling us up with warmth. Focus on the breath. On the next inhale, the light moves and grows up to our solar plexus, the spot between our chest plate and our belly button, right in the middle here. Breathe and feel the light energy here. It's glowing, it's radiating. You feel the warmth, you feel connected. On the next inhale, feel the light and the energy grow and move up to your heart chakra. Feel the warmth, the love all around your heart. Feel the glow. Feel the energy radiating here. Focus on your breath. Allow the light to light you up inside, filling you up with warmth. On the next inhale, feel the light energy moving to your throat chakra. It's warm, it's radiating. This light at your throat chakra allows you to speak your truth. Deep inhale. On the next inhale, feel the light energy moving to your third eye, the space between your brow. Feel the energy pulsating here. The energy brings light here, allows you to see insights, opens up your intuition. Feel the light here. On the next inhale, move the energy up through your third eye to your crown chakra, top of your head. Deep inhale. Exhale fully. Feel the sunbeams radiating out. Feel the warmth. Deep inhale. Exhale fully. With eyes closed, bring your arms up, reaching up with our fingers. On the exhale, palms together, releasing palms to heart center. Deep inhale. On the exhale, rotating shoulders back, opening up the heart chakra. I invite you now to bow your head and close your eyes. Deep inhale. Exhale fully. Let's circle back to the intention I set for you before class or before we start the meditation. May your heart be light. May your mind be free. May your body be able. And may your spirit be true. Thank you for sharing space and time with me today. Namaste. How you guys feel? Let's chat. Are we awake? Oh, okay, good. Centered, good. A good pause, yes. Amazing, thank you. It's amazing because you did it. You are amazing. Thank you. You're welcome, Rose. You're welcome. I'm glad you feel good. So that pause you can take with you at any time. We know when we focus on the breath, it brings us into a relaxed state that calms our mind and relaxes us. So you can take that 4 rule of breath breathing anytime, anywhere. Thanks, Allie.
Thank you, Vonette, for doing that with us. And that is our conclusion. And I don't want to talk too long after this because I want you all to be able to keep some of that energy with you. But I do want to thank you all for coming. Thank you for celebrating Black History Month with us, Black Futures Month. And I just want to give like a sincere thank you to UFT for opening up this space for us, for giving us a space to create and to collaborate and to really get into new ideas around anti-Black racism. And we are excited to continue to work with you all. If you are interested in this program on a regular basis, if you have somebody that is interested, we host classes every Sunday at 11 a.m. Our classes, our private classes, are for and focused on Black women. So if you are a Black woman and you want to come, or if you know of a Black woman who is looking for a healing space, Sundays at 11 a.m. and our website is right here. So thank you again. I hope to see you all again. Follow us on Hill Insider at IG if you're into that sort of thing. Tell us how you feel. And also tell us like what sort of things you're interested in understanding and learning around your approach to wellness. So thank you. I'm using my meditation voice. I'm going to hand it back over to Natasha.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Allison and Vonette, for such a powerful session that really reminded us of always dreaming for a brighter future and has really given us those skills in meditation and just being still to be able to take us into that bright future. And something that really sort of sticks with me, not only from today's sort of dialogue, but even throughout the Restore program and the clinics that we've had, is really that we must lead with love, with community, and we must always choose joy for ourselves. So thank you again to Allison, to Vonette, the Restore team, Hill Studio, the great people there for such an amazing clinic, an amazing program. Wanting to also invite folks who are still here with us to join, and if you're able to attend our upcoming conference for International Day for the Elimination of Racial Discrimination that's taking place on March 19th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. We'll be discussing approaches and strategies to deepen anti-racism action through systemic and intersectional changes. So for more information on how to register and all the different sessions, please feel free to visit our website for more information. We also invite you and encourage you to provide your feedback. A link will be shared in the chat for you to provide feedback on today's session and the program. In general, we value your feedback to be able to improve and to be able to bring you this type of programming as a community forward in any way that we can. So please do take some time to fill out the evaluation form. And again, a big thank you to all of you who joined us today for taking some time out of your busy schedules and just really being with us in this moment of togetherness and of being still and being connected to one another. So thank you everyone for the opportunity to be here with all of us, and do have a great rest of day as well. You'll see in the chat that my colleague Saima placed the evaluation link for you to fill out and provide your feedback. So please do if you're able to.
And have a fabulous weekend. Y'all, we did it. We did it. Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
We did it. We made it to the end. Thank you, everyone. Oh, that was beautiful. Thank you. I was supposed to leave half